Hey guys, it's Stephen Freeborn here from freeborntrainingsystems.com, and this video is actually kind of the very first video in a series I'm going to be doing over the next 12 weeks, essentially where I'm going to basically go into a cut. If you're kind of familiar with the fitness or bodybuilding world, the term cut typically just refers to a period of caloric restriction and dieting in order to, in the long run, particularly lose fat, maintain muscle or gain muscle, which is very unlikely for someone who's been training as long as I have been. But just with the basic goal of looking more muscular and looking leaner. For the last 4 months, since about April, my program, my training, my nutrition has been strictly kind of oriented towards just maximizing as much volume and as much hypertrophy and muscle mass I can possibly gain, so to speak. The idea behind that being that I'm 23, so I'm kind of like in the prime kind of hormonal age group of males to kind of maximize the amount of muscle I can put on my body over the next from the age of 21 to 28, 29. It's kind of like that prime years for really packing on muscle. So I took about 4 months over the last 4 months and really made that the focus. Nutrition, tracking macros and calories, I was probably averaging anywhere between 3,400 calories on a daily basis. In April, I weighed in about 205, 210 based on the given day, with a body fat percentage of about, I don't know, anywhere between 18 to 20%. So still kind of on the high side, but basically where I kind of hang out most of the time and most of my life. That's kind of where I've been, at least since like junior year of high school. And as of today, I weighed in about 230, 225, 230, and sometimes it ticks up 235, just depends on the day. So I put on about 25 pounds, and my body fat today read in at about 20%. Again, I'm using a handheld bioimpedance machine, so it's not super precise per se, or no, it's not super accurate per se, meaning that that's really my true body fat, but it's precise in the sense that I use it under the same conditions and circumstances time and time again when I measure, so it's a good trend setter for me. And right now the trend is my body fat stayed pretty much the same over the last, I don't know, like I said, 4 months, maybe even longer, and my weight has gone up. So hopefully that, using logic, that tells me that most of that weight hopefully was from some added muscle mass. And I can definitely tell a difference for myself kind of through my shoulders and my back particularly. But I just feel like right now is a good time for me to start a cut. And really, leanness and fat loss hasn't really been like something I've been really motivated or had much of a desire to chase after. I can't really tell you why. I've just never had that desire really to like chase a six-pack or chase a chiseled, figure competitor or physique competitor kind of physique. And that's not really what this cut's about. This cut is more of just taking a break from the 4 months I spent trying to add mass and train for hypertrophy, and taking a break and now going the other way a little bit, and trying to chisel off some of that excess fat. And in the process, I'm hoping that by documenting it and particularly sharing with you guys how I'm training and how I'm eating, it's going to help you, provide you guys some value in the sense that it's going to give you an idea of what you can get done with not a whole lot of complexity, but just mastering the basics, mastering them consistently, and then adding intensity as you go. So it really is accomplishing, my own goals of getting a little leaner, switching my training focus for a little bit, but also adding content, also trying to provide value to other dudes who are looking to get jacked and fit. And part of that process is gaining muscle and losing fat repeatedly over time. So essentially my basic outline and plan for the next 12 weeks or so is I'm going to train probably 4 to 5 days a week of actual lifting weights. And it's going to be kind of a very traditional body part, upper push, upper pull, leg split. So I'm going to do basically my training is going to be, chest and triceps, then a back and bicep day, then a shoulder and tricep day, a back and bicep day again. So I'm going to do my back twice, and then a leg day, which will again consist of squats and deadlifts. And really for me, kind of the areas I'd like to really see a big difference in is kind of my waist measurement. So I really want to see my waist at least go down in circumference. I don't care so much about the whole chiseled six-pack. I just would like to see that circumference come down. I'd like to see my chest circumference stay about the same, and just kind of attack that kind of excess fat around my midsection, which tends to be where I hold a lot of my body fat. And it tends to be the kind of body fat you don't want to hold. So it'll also benefit me health-wise too in the process. And then as far as nutrition goes, like I said, last 4 months I've been eating anywhere between 3,400 calories, which has been helping me gain weight, but I'm kind of maintaining my weight the last 2-3 weeks. So starting out, actually I started today, but I didn't document anything today. I just started kind of working on tracking and getting into a caloric deficit for the first time today. I'll start documenting tomorrow. But as far as nutrition goes, I'm going to drop my calories about 20% below what I'm currently eating. So I'm going to eat about 2,900 calories to begin with. And then basically I've got it split into days I lift weights and days I don't lift weights. So days I do lift weights, I'm going to have a little bit higher carb to fat ratio. So I'm going to do about 45% carbs, 31% protein, and then the rest fat. And then on days where I'm not lifting weights, I'm actually going to kind of switch that ratio around a little bit, eat a little less carbs, eat a little bit more fat, keep my protein about the same. And then as far as conditioning, I'm going to lift weights. I already talked about that. But as far as like conditioning and cardio and that kind of thing, I'm really not going to do a whole bunch of extra. I do jiu-jitsu twice a week. And towards the end of the class, we train for about 5-minute rounds. So it's kind of like basically it's aerobic intervals or high, or it's definitely high intensity, steady state cardio. It's 5 minutes, all out effort. And then we take about 30 seconds, maybe a little less break, and then we do another round. And we do that about 5 times, about 25 minutes. So that's kind of where a lot of my conditioning is going to come from, basically. And then I'm just going to use outcome-based, basically, decision-making, where I'm going to weigh in every day. And then I'm going to also, in addition to that, every 7 days, so today's a Wednesday, so every Wednesday I'm basically going to do my measurements, my body fat, my weight, take progress photos, and upload that all. And then I'm going to give you guys access to that so you can see the progress live. The progress photos I'll put up in my uploads to YouTube on the day that happens, so every Wednesday. But then I'll also include them in a folder in Google Drive, and I'll also include all my measurements and my training logs and all that in a Google Sheets document. And you guys, I'm going to share that with you guys so you can view it. You won't be able to edit or change anything because I don't want you doing that, but at least you guys will get to see that, track that, and view it, my change over time, and really see how, I'm not going to do anything super complex. I'm not going to get crazy. I'm going to do that basic body part split that I talked about. I'm going to get more volume over time. I'm going to try to help, hopefully through my resistance training, maintain my muscle mass. And then by taking myself into a caloric deficit and eating kind of high carb on days I train, lower fat, and then flip-flop on non-training days, I'm going to slowly, hopefully, whittle some pounds off. And hopefully those are fat. And again, outcome-based decision-making. So if my body fat's coming down and my weight's coming down, awesome. If my body fat's coming down but my weight's staying the same, I need to change something. Something's not working. And if nothing's happening, then again, I'm going to drop my calories. I'm going to take some carbs or take some fats away and adjust as I go. So again, this is going to serve two purposes. One, selfishly for myself. I'm going to get something out of it for myself, a better physique, better health, and then again learn a little bit because I'll be kind of in the same experience that a lot of my clients are going to have. And then 2 and 3-fold ours is it creates content that I can will hopefully be shareable and reach more people. And then 3, it'll hopefully help more people, which will in turn, I will get value out of helping others. So yeah, it'll be a good experience, I think. My plan is to do like a daily upload, particularly centered around what I ate, my workout for the day, short recap, and do that as consistently as I can. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to call this series The Cut. Really simple, super creative, I know. But I think we're both going to get something out of it. So in the description box is where I'm going to be putting a link to the Google Sheets where my data will all be, and you can review that, and I'll put my photos in the videos. So you guys will have access to all that. So I hope you guys follow along. I hope you guys enjoy the journey, watching me take it. Hopefully it will encourage you guys to ask questions, begin your own. And just one last thing before I end this. Today is a Wednesday. It's September 21st. Random day, right? To pick a day to start a cut. It's actually really purposeful, and it's because there's no better day to start than right now. So if you're thinking about trying to lose weight, just start right now. Start at the next meal. Do a workout. Like, you don't have to wait till Monday. You don't have to like get everything organized and go. Just start. You can iterate as you go, which you're going to see me do over the next 12 weeks. So yeah, just wanted to make that point real quick. So I hope you guys enjoy this series. Hope you guys are having a great day. Of course, I'll be back with more. But until then, talk to you guys later.